Hey there, YTPC. It's your boy Cosmo Cat Dad Piper. Hope you're having a great day, whenever or wherever this finds you. We're back with another tobacco tasting. This is round 2 of 3 in the Smartiebob Blind Bag Challenge. As you may know, if you've caught my previous videos, he sent me 3 samples labeled 1, 2, and 3 and the solutions. So I don't know what this is, but we're going to see what I think of it, see what type of notes I get out of it. And at the end, we'll see what it is and see how close I was. I've had this a few times, and this one's definitely one that stumped me. As far as the bag note or tin note, the first time I smelled this, I got primarily like sweet, maybe aromatic, and maybe a hint of smoke, but not really latakia. Now that it's had some time to air out in the bag, I'm getting very slightly sweet, but I am getting latakia now, this is maybe the first day I've actually gotten what I think is latakia. And there might be a little bit of a nuttiness, so maybe a little bit of burley. It's kind of a coarse ribbon cut. So you can take a look there in the bag. I've seen some, it looks like would probably be like a Virginia or Golden Virginia. Some lighter flake. I've seen a lot of darker flake. So some of that could be latakia, but there might be, because I am getting that sweetness. And so there might be some like Cavendish in there, or black Cavendish. And like I said, there's maybe a hint of nuttiness. So there might be a little burley in there. But I've got it packed up in a Country Gentleman Missouri Meerschaum cob pipe. Thought I'd try the cob pipe because the past times I've had it, had a really hard time picking out the flavors. So maybe the cob pipe will help. And see if the matches will work for True Light. Had kind of a breeze coming and going here. It's kind of a early fall evening, and it's appropriately cool out. A little bit cooler, I'd need to grab my jacket, but I'm not complaining. So just off the char light, I'm getting latakia right away. Like I said, in the past, I think I've gotten a little bit of smokiness. But for whatever reason, the latakia seems to be finally coming through, if there is latakia in there. Kind of a nice smoky latakia. Maybe a hint of sweetness. Let's actually give it a True Light though, see what's going on. I'll do some retro hail, of course. Okay. But I'm telling you, I got closer to an aromatic in the past, and today I'm just getting latakia. Maybe just a hint of sweetness. As with any of my tobacco tastings, these are just my thoughts and just what I'm getting out of it. So I'm getting Latakia up front. Maybe a little bit of sweetness in the finish. Mouthfeel, I would say, is light to medium. To me, this isn't as complex as the first bag I tried. Which I believe was Autograph, which is Armchair Piper Ed's favorite blend. Again, a Milligan Latakia. Kind of towards the end of the inhale before you release from the pipe and exhale. I am getting a little sweetness, and it may be some sort of nuttiness. Can't really distinguish. It's not clear enough to be like a hazelnut or almond or anything like that. So while I originally thought this might be an aromatic, I'm leaning more towards another English blend here. Do a retrohale. Then after that, I'll probably put you on a brief pause to continue smoking through the bowl to see how the rest of it develops and figure out what it is. Now I got some nuttiness as I lit it there. Almost getting a hint of like a black licorice or an anise. Not overly strong, but it's there. Try a retrohale. Okay. Retrohale, I'm getting a nice little mix of more like spice. Maybe a bit of vegetal. I always think like geranium. Now, based on the last one, that could mean it's like an oriental or a Turkish. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep smoking through this bowl. I'm about halfway through now. I kind of packed it kind of light, and part of that is the cob. Part of it's that thicker ribbon cut. But I'll be back with some final thoughts and see what we got going on here. So hold on for just one moment. Okay, and I'm back. Now after I stopped talking and stopped recording, the flavor stayed rather consistent. Again, dominant flavor I'm getting is Latakia. Now, one thing I did notice, and this is just more of a disclaimer, that I'm getting a little bit of a grape Kool-Aid flavor, and then I realized that last time I smoked this pipe was Captain Black Grape, and that was probably about a month and a half ago. Didn't even think about that when I chose the pipe, but I'm not going to factor that into the tasting. And it just shows how much grape will ghost a pipe. Now, final thoughts. Definitely think just by looking at the bag, there's some Virginias in there. Definitely Latakia. Don't think this is an aromatic anymore. I think it is an English of some sort. Judging by the dark tobaccos in the bag. That could just be the Latakia, but there might be a little additional black Cavendish. I'm getting a little bit of sweetness. And like I said, from the smoke, got a very subtle hint of nuttiness, so there might be burley. And based on the retrohale, it's getting some of that kind of vegetal spice. So there could be like an oriental or something in there. Well, let's go into the envelope, see what it is, and then see how close I am by pulling it up on tobaccoreviews.com. So here we go. We got number 2. Let's just see what it is first. So this is Country Squire. Okay, blend I haven't had. But of course I'm familiar with the Country Squire. I never got anything from them before. But it's Country Squire Shepherd's Pie. And this one is from spring of 2023. So really interested to see what they have to say about this. Because I've never had shepherd's pie. Got tobacco reviews already pulled up on the phone. Let me search for it. There it is. Country Square shepherd's pie. It says, Frogmorton, eat your heart out. Decidedly English style tobacco. Okay, so it's right there. It's incredibly kind to the mouth and packed with flavor. I will say, as far as Latakia, it is kind to the mouth. As far as packed with the flavor, I'd say it's kind of mid-range. Generous helping of Latakia. Okay, so that was correct. Accompanied by noticeable Turkish Izmir ribbon cut. So I've had some Turkish Izmir. I can't remember what other blend it was. I think Turkish and Oriental's kind of hand in hand, if I remember correctly. Let's see here. Virginia's unflavored black Cavendish. So there was black Cavendish in there, huh? And a dash of soft burley, which is why I was just getting a little bit. So I kind of hit that nail on the head. Non-aromatic treat. So this is, let's see here, Country Squire. Again, they list the contents as black Cavendish, burley, Latakia, Oriental, Virginia. So kind of a little bit of everything there. Everything but Perique, I think, and Dark Fired. Overall final thoughts. It's a decent English blend. Now, while the first one I would probably give like a 8 out of 10, this one would probably be about a 6.5, maybe a 7 out of 10. Like I said, it's a perfectly decent mid-level Latakia English blend. So it's something you might be interested in. Go ahead, check it out. As for me, once I'm done with that sample, I probably wouldn't get it again. There's just not enough complexity there for me to distinguish it from a lot of other English blends out there. And I'm one that I like bigger flavors. I like things that are a little more unique. But that was a lot of fun. And like I said, I don't know how I was getting smoky but not Latakia the first few times. How I was getting more of an aromatic. So maybe the black Cavendish, even though it's unsweetened, maybe that and the burley's kind of calmed down. And the Latakia's kind of come out and made its presence known. But hope you enjoyed that. We've only got one more sample to go. Bag 3. Probably try some of that yet tonight so I can get that review going and get that out about a week from now. But glad you could join me. If you want to see other tobacco tastings, check out my playlist. And if for some reason you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. Greatly appreciated. And as always, thanks for watching. God bless, and we'll see you soon.